Now, what I'm about to say is really controversial, but Osu really needs to tone it down on the anime. The website is anime, the in-game menu is anime, the actual game is literally just anime. I think people are forgetting that Osu is meant to be a rhythm game and not a Weeaboo convention. Like, it's kind of cool to have a unified community where everyone shares the same interests, but think about just how big Osu could be if it wasn't only based around anime. Beat maps would be made to every genre of music, and you would see all sorts of different people filling up the multiplayer lobbies, sharing some interesting and unique songs. If you've played Osu before, you know that there are only two types of music choices available: anime openings and heavy metal. There's nothing inherently wrong with this, and I'll even admit that high BPM songs are exhilarating to play, but having a wide variety of different genres leads to different playstyles and would overall bring attraction to this 15-year-old game. And I know that these different genres of maps do exist, but they are so rare to find that it's almost never worth searching for, because you need to sift through 10 pages of Naruto opening 17 to find them. So let's please
Okay, well, yeah, if you sort by most popular.
promote more variety and limit this.
Shut the fuck up!
When it comes to video games, freedom is something that most
Ranking system! Ranking system rework, here we go.
until you've unlocked this. You can't fight this boss because he's too high level. You can't get girls because you play Fortnite. Roblox, weapon restrictions, and level caps hurt the pacing of how a game is meant to be played. But in Osu, there's no such thing as boundaries. Any fresh install can boot up Sound Camera and realize that it might be a good idea just to stick to 3 stars. Having no boundaries helps players get a better understanding of the level they should be playing at. But at the same time, boundaries are very important when it comes to competitive play. Having no restrictions for what is competitive and what isn't creates ranked beat maps like this. In what world would you ever want to try to beat this 8-minute hellhole of a map where you can fuck up and lose your combo easier than if you were just to play a 20-second ranked map and get the same amount of PP? It makes no sense. Clearly, there's too much discrepancy with ranked gameplay, so I'd like to propose my idea to innovate competitive play. How about all circles on ranked maps be randomly generated every time you play? I know this idea sounds bizarre and completely out of the blue, but hear me out. Circles will spawn at different spots every time, fitting the criteria of the star difficulty that the map is based on. Think of roguelike games where the level is randomly generated every time you play. The randomness element would also change stuff like the spacing between the circles, the approach rate, and the stream layout to the beat of the song. This will make maps feel fresh each and every time you play them, and reduce the amount of stupid out-of-place difficulty spikes.
So there is a random mod on Laser that keeps the spacing the same, but changes the no object placement. Okay, interesting.
The PP given out on these maps should also be fixed because having a ranking system for how PP is given out creates a lot of unnecessary problems, such as DT being worth more than hidden hard rock. And I think ranked maps should also have a minimum time for how short a song can be. For example, a minute and 30 seconds for all you TV size map enjoyers. 20-second ranked maps just don't belong in Osu. As a final touch to this ranking system, I think note log should be reworked to be as minimal.
I mean, saying that 20-second like maps don't belong on Osu is saying like 20-second videos don't belong on YouTube. In my opinion.
As possible. And this goes for not only ranked maps, but all maps in general. And maybe this entire concept will be a chaotic mess in action, but I think in the long run, trying something new would ultimately be better for the competitive scene and give the players a breath of fresh air from
Okay, this is actually a good take. I think it was Zilver who said something like this, like there's always a lot of community backlash when it comes to new ranking systems and PP reworks and things like that. It's like, OMG, I'm gonna lose all my PP that I worked so hard for. And I feel like if the Osu ranking system had a system similar to like recurring patches or like bi-weekly patches, like a small change every 2 weeks just to like tweak things a little bit. If we just had that for like 6 months or even probably 3 months, we would get a lot closer to like not needing to make any of those changes anymore, and definitely not needing to make very big ones. So, is Rain considered the competitive scene? No. You play competitive Osu multiplayer mode? Yeah, so would I, and I think a lot of people would as well. I think it's really daunting to get into, I feel like, as a new player, some sort of like ELO or matchmaking multiplayer system. And I also like, as much as the tournament community overall feels that like Osu is ready for like the current tournament meta to just become like a ranking system around that, I think there's a lot more to be experimented with in the mainstream tournament rule sets. Like Hippo Cup, for example, introducing Hippo Cup introducing this rule where like there is no actual hidden pool and it becomes more of like a preference thing. I think stuff like that needs to be explored more. Like the like standardized rules that people know about like typical tournaments, I think need to be questioned a lot and tweaked a lot in order to come to a system that is like reasonable to upscale up to like matchmaking and competitive play for a ranking system.
Breath of fresh air from 20-second DT farm maps. So your move, Peppy. It's either this or Osu Laser. Normalize Osu.
Wait, what?
The players a breath of fresh air from 20-second DT farm maps. So your move, Peppy. It's either this or Osu
Okay,
Laser.
that's trolling.
Normalize Osu to be a casual game. I know that the majority of the active player base plays this game competitively, but I want to bring your attention back to the idea that Osu needs more new players to survive. And what better way is there to do that than making it more casual? Not everyone wants to become a high-ranking player. Some people just want to click on circles. And don't
Wait,
worry.
what?
Normalize Osu to be a casual game. I know that the majority of the active player base plays this game competitively, but I want to bring your attention back to the idea that Osu needs more new players to survive. And what better way is there to do that than making it more casual? Not everyone wants to become a high-ranking player. Some people just want to click on circles. And don't worry, making the game more casual won't affect you.
Yeah, you can just have free play, which is solo, and then match like ranked, which is matchmaking. That'd be huge. Majority plays competitively. No. Um, wait, what? Wait, what? Are you repeating what he said? Wait, I don't think he said that.
But I want to bring your attention back to the idea that normalize OSU to be a casual game.
Yeah, most people play casually.
I know the majority of the active player base plays this game competitively.
Wait, what? Oh, majority of active player base. Yeah, because the people who come back to the game are the ones who are competitive about it, obviously. Like, if I'm a casual, like, basketball player, then I probably just play, like, once a month with my friends or something. Or, like, I play at recess, and, like, that's it. But if I'm, like, a competitive basketball player, then I probably play, like, a full-time job. Like, it's a full-time job, so...